Okay, great. So we're recording now. And so I'm excited that everybody's here today. We have a really good turnout tonight. And I want to start by welcoming all of our new team members. And for all recruiters here, I'd like you to introduce any new team members that you have here tonight. So Karen, did you want to start?
Yes. So I have Rachel. I don't know. I can't see myself.
Hi, there she is. Now we can see her.
Yes. So, and she's new here in Yongsan. And so we've known each other through Girl Scouts. And she decided to join the team.
Awesome. Welcome, Rachel. Is there anything you want? Can you tell us a little bit about why you decided to join us at Pampered Chef?
At first it was kind of like to feed my addiction of Pampered Chef.
Can you move in so we can see you?
I don't know.
I know you like Karen and all.
Yeah, we can't see on our screen, so I didn't know if I was on it or not.
Oh, yeah. Just move a little closer like you like each other. There you go.
There we go. Now we can see.
Okay. So anyway, I did it because I wanted discounts at first, and then I was like, oh, I think I might like the idea of actually having a paycheck again and extra income, and so
awesome.
That's my motivation now.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on some work. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I do a lot of volunteering work, and I put hours and hours in it and don't get paid, which I don't mind, but sometimes it's kind of nice to have that extra.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, awesome. And congratulations on submitting your first show.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Awesome. Okay. Do we have any? Oh, are you showing your paycheck? Vicki, is that? Okay. Yay for paychecks. We like paychecks. Fantastic. Thank you. And if you could mute yourself, is there anyone else here on the call who has a new consultant on their team that's here on the call tonight?
Yeah, I want to introduce Vicki.
Yay. Hi, Vicki.
She's joined us from Rhode Island, and she is part of Christy's team. So, yeah, we're excited to have her. And we're ready to close up that first party so she can get her paycheck.
She's got her paycheck.
Oh,
it's right there in hand.
Fine. You got it already.
Yep. Awesome. And is that Christy Squires' new team member?
Yes.
Awesome. So, Christy, do you want to unmute? Christy, are you in Rhode Island also?
No, Christy's in New York. Christy's in New York.
Okay.
And Christy recruited Joy, who brought Vicki along.
I'm going to unmute her.
I'm unmuted.
Okay, good. Excellent. Wait, are you unmuted? Hang on. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Okay. No, I'm in New York, like Liz was saying.
Okay, cool. So how, do you want to talk a little bit about how it worked for you to be able to recruit Vicki all the way in Rhode Island from New York?
Well, I recruited Joy, who recruited Vicki. And so.
Awesome.
But yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, so Christy went from her first recruit to having 4 people on her team in about a month.
Someone's going for director this month, right?
Yes.
Awesome. Excellent. Okay. Well, we will be along with you on that journey. Fantastic. Okay. So, Vicki, welcome.
Thank you.
To our Bullet Train team. And
thanks.
So, tell us a little bit about what made you decide to join us with Pampered Chef.
Okay, Joy is a very good saleswoman. I kept telling her, no, I don't have the people. I don't have people that will do that. And she's like, but do it. But, you got to try it. How can you not try it with a 90-day guarantee? And here I am with my first paycheck. My husband, the naysayer. No, you're not going to make any money doing that. You're just going to make products. And I said, no, I'm reading what I read. And here I am.
Fantastic. It's exciting.
Only one party, but yeah.
Hey, you got to start with one, right? One's a great place to start. That's
Boy,
fantastic.
it sure is. It sure is. I have another party set up for this month. I have Vicky's Quickie.
Oh, fantastic.
Vicky's Quickies. I put that on like my Facebook page as a, like, in case you haven't ordered anything and you don't want to go to a party. Nobody's
You
picking.
could do stuff on Facebook. They will. You'll see. You'll see. Well, fantastic. Well, we're excited, and you have a whole support system here to get you off to a strong start. So I want to welcome you to the team. I'm going to go ahead and mute you and just ask if there's anyone else who has either a guest or a new recruit on the call.
Oh, well, I was just going to mention that a lot of husbands have changed their minds after that paycheck comes in.
It's true. It's true. Okay. Fantastic. I see someone else has joined us, but I can't see your name. But okay, we are going to move along here. All right. So we have some standing incentives on the bullet train. And one of the ones I want to direct you to is our Cash for Conference. Because this is exciting. This is something that Claudia does for us. And guys, you need to know, Liz and Lori and I just came back from a leadership seminar, and there are a lot of other directors in the organization. There are a lot of other consultants in our organization that don't have the same kind of support we have. We have a very special team here. So it's no accident you're here, and I'm really excited that everyone who's on the call is here tonight. But I want to tell you about Cash for Conference because I haven't heard of other people getting this. So for every show that you earn, well, let me back up. Our national
Jessica Moss.
Huh? What was that? Okay. Our national conference is July 14th to 16th in Rosemont, Illinois, which is near Chicago. And through the end of May, we have the opportunity to earn $1 of cash for conference for every show that we submit each month. And that's for any kind of show. For a catalog show, for a Facebook party, for a cooking show, we earn $1. And then when we do 8 shows in a month, instead of getting $1 per show, Claudia doubles it to 2. So if you submit 7 shows in a month, you get $7. But if you submit 8 shows in a month, you get $16. And also for each recruit that you sign, you also get $5 cash for a conference for every recruit that you sign and qualify. So that's awesome to be able to get, an extra maybe, $15 or $20 to pay for a meal during our conference time. And I got to tell you, conference has been a game changer for a lot of people. It's a really great place to connect, to get awesome training with a lot of your peers at once. And I'm really excited to go to conference and be able to connect with our team that's literally all over the globe. So before we move on, I want to actually, Jessica Moss is a new member of our team, and she is here in, where am I? Minnesota. And I just want to introduce you, and I'm really excited. I met Jessica in a very unconventional way. We met at our MOPS group, which is a Moms of Preschoolers group, and I overheard her on the phone talking about her son who had badly cut himself on a can, and she was talking about blood and how she doesn't do well with blood and she had to get help. And so after her call, I said, I sell Pampered Chef and I have something that can help prevent that from happening again. And that turned into her hosting a Kids in the Kitchen workshop, and it got her and her husband super excited about all the Pampered Chef products. And here she is. So I want to introduce Jessica. And Jessica, can you tell us what got you excited about Pampered Chef? What made you decide to join the Pampered Chef team?
I wanted to get some products that would be safe enough for my kids to use in the kitchen and be able to make making meals a little quicker.
Fantastic. Excellent. And it's really nice when you have a husband that is supportive and excited about the opportunity. So it's exciting that her husband is. So excellent. So welcome. We're excited that you're here. Okay, great. So just so you know, if you when you meet each requirement, you will get a slip in the mail from Claudia with all of your cash for conference. So you want to make sure that you save those so that you can add them up and cash them in May. Now you can only cash them in if you go to conference. So that cash is not available for you to go, out to dinner where you live. This is only for when you come to conference. And it's nice to have a little, offset of the cost. And the other thing I want to encourage you to is that you can use the PC dollars that you earn through your first 90 days. You're able to earn hundreds of PC dollars, and you can talk to your recruiters more about that. And you can use those dollars also towards paying for your conference registration. So I'm throwing that out there. Is there anyone on here right now who is thinking that they'd like to go to conference? Awesome. Okay. And so for people that are close enough to drive, and I think close enough to drive is probably 8 hours or so, oftentimes there will be carpools and that kind of thing. Although actually that's not true, because Claudia drove from upstate New York last year, and that's more than 8 hours. So yeah. So something to keep in mind, and it might be time, in mid-July to have a mommy vacation. So fantastic. All right, so we are going to move on. We have some exciting people to recognize this month for all of the exciting ways they've grown their business. So Lori, I am going to pass the microphone over to you, so to speak.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we have top recruiters, we have top sellers. So for top recruiter, we had several. We had Melissa Russell with 1. We had Jennifer Wilson with 1. Terry Stratton with 1. Brianne Brown with 1. Lori Duke. And Joy McAllister with 3. Oh, yay! And then for top sales, in third place with $1,900.64, we have Adeline, which is amazing, awesome. I mean, so exciting. Second place, we have Terry Stratton, and she sold $1,900 with 65 cents. So she beat you out by 1, which is awesome. And then Brianne with $866.94. That's amazing. I mean, that is great. It's so exciting. So our top recruiter directors, that would be Karen, yay, and Liz, woo, who got 3. That probably sounds funny with me clapping with my thing right here, but anyways.
Well, and the other thing we want to make sure that we acknowledge is that last month is when Karen Parham actually promoted to director. So her 3, yay, woohoo! So that is super exciting, and we want to make sure we all congratulate her, and we'll give her a chance to talk for a moment about that journey too.
Right now, or in a minute? I can't hear you. All right, so I'll just go ahead and go on. So we have our top seller directors. That would be Troy, oh my gosh, in third place with $4,091.24, which is just amazing. I mean, oh my gosh, which that put her as an advanced director, those sales with promoting a director. So Troy's team is on fire. I mean, absolutely on fire. They are moving and shaking and going places. Liz with $4,263.99, which is just awesome. I mean, so amazing. Liz is going places. Me and Liz, we're promoting this month, so we're following in Troy's wake. She just led the way for us. And then I actually came in first, which just blows my mind with $5,116.07, which is really awesome. I'm really excited about it. And then let's see, for anybody who did, over 1,000, there was Melissa who did 1,045, Cynthia who did 1,266, Jody who did 1,281, Mary who did 1,662, Jill who did 1,845, Adeline who did 1,900, Terry who did 1,900, Brianne who did 2,866, Karen who did 3,015.04. Oh my gosh, on fire in Korea. Go Korea. Troy with 4,091.24. Elizabeth Liz. I see Elizabeth and I'm like, who is that? 4,263, and then me with the 5,116. So that's, such an awesome job for everybody this month. All right, let me get back to, I lost my little page. Okay. Oh, all right, it's Liz's turn.
Before we go on to Liz, I just want to give Karen a moment to share about your journey to becoming a director, because Karen, it's so exciting and it's really inspirational, I think. And I know everybody wants something different out of their business, but I know, for instance, like Christy she's on her way this month, and I'm sure she could use some of that encouragement from your story of becoming a director. And I know that is on Lori's radar also. So we would love to hear from you about your journey to directorship.
Okay, so yeah, it was a crazy month. When I started, I was like, no, this is not, I was like, I really don't think this is going to happen. Because I only had 2 cooking shows booked. I had a couple virtuals, and I was like, come on, like I'm going to find 4 people, 3 or 4 people, like we're going to expand like that in 1 month, and I'm going to get 5,000 in sales in 1 month. But I was just in communication with Troy and Claudia every day. Like we had an open chat going, and it was constant. And I remember, like, I was literally like had my hair like this. I was like, I don't know, and life was happening. Like, I think the plague hit Yongsan in February, and everybody was sick. Everybody had, like, people were knocked out for like 2 weeks. There was a tummy bug going around and a head flu thing going around. Yeah. So, yeah, it was just crazy. So I had sick kids here trying to make phone calls, and yeah, and how my house is set up, because I'm in Korea, I'm in housing, and we have concrete walls. So I don't have good internet on the upstairs of my house. I have to be downstairs really to use my internet, but I don't get any phone reception downstairs. I have to go upstairs to call anybody. So if you can wrap your head around that real quick, that means if I'm on the phone with somebody and they have a product question, okay, hold on. Let me run downstairs, look it up real quick, run back upstairs. Okay, here you go. This is the answer. Okay, I have another question. Okay, run back downstairs. So,
so it wasn't a smooth ride.
No,
You decided to do it, and here you are.
Yes. There was no like, okay, I'm going to try. And that's what my husband's like, I don't know if you're going to do this. And I said, I'm going to do it. And he said, well, why do you have to do it this month? And I said, well, there's some incentives in there that I need to do it this month, because next month you have the exercise going on, which is going to be crazy. And, but I use that exercise to my advantage. So normally I host my own freezer meal workshops on a Friday and a Saturday. I do 2 sessions, and I don't get that many people, honestly. I work it as much as I can. I maybe get 3 people. Well, it just so happened that the 2 people who wanted to go to the workshop wanted it on a Saturday. And I said, well, I'm not going to get a babysitter for 2 people on a workshop for a Saturday. So they were like, but I said, you can host your own. And so both of them decided to host their own, and they got people. So that like doubled my freezer meal workshop sales that I normally have because they book their own shows.
Awesome.
So that was a big win-win for me. Yay.
Yay.
You know, and I saved money because I didn't have to go book the community room and spend $20 at the community room. So that was a big. So I'm really letting people know with freezer meal workshops, if they tell me that they can't make the time that I have set, I'm like, you know that you get hostess benefits if you do this yourself. And I come to your house and I still do the dishes. And they're like, oh, yeah. So I've got even more people interested in hosting their own freezer meal workshops.
Yay. Awesome.
So that's awesome.
So I just want to acknowledge you for deciding, and that when you looked at circumstances and things may not have looked like they were going to happen, that you were still willing to persevere, and you did make it happen. And so that's a key element here, is that when you know, a lot of people want things, but when you decide that you're going to do it, which is what Karen did. She decided that this was the month, that February was the month, and she did it. So everybody give a nice big, round of applause for Karen, because it's very exciting. Awesome. Okay, Liz, go ahead. We're going to move on and let Liz do the next portion.
Well, Troy there stole my thunder because I was supposed to announce that.
Liz, I'm so sorry. I thought you were doing the game. I'm so sorry.
You announce your promotion to advanced directors. So how did that go?
My promotion. So there are sales goals that you need to meet in addition to promoting a director. And I got to tell you, I wasn't even focused on that. I was totally focused on helping Karen promote to director. That was my focus. And then about 5 days before the end of the month, Claudia said to me, you know, Troy, you can do an advanced director team. And I'm like, no way. Like, you know, she's like, no, you're within a couple of $1,000s. I'm like, where am I going to pull a couple of $1,000s in sales out of thin air? That's not actually the expression that I use, but I'm sure you can imagine what it was. And she encouraged me, and she's like, no, Troy, you can totally do this. I offered an end of catalog sale where I offered 20% off all orders over $50, a free gift, a free rub when people spent over $100, plus when they spent $75, they got the gift from Pampered Chef. I'm sorry, I offered a rub for every $100 they spent, and I did have someone that spent $200, and so I paid that as a consultant gift. So that 20% came out of my finances, but it totally worked out, because I got to tell you, my first paycheck with the Pampered Chef, when I started this as a hobby 13 months ago in February of 2015, my first paycheck was $500. And when I promoted to advanced director, I had more than tripled my income. My paycheck was over $1,600. So to me, that's super exciting because, you know, and I had my highest sales month ever also. And as you grow with the company, they reward you by increasing your paycheck by 1%. So it's really exciting. And it was my goal for eventually, but when it was pointed out to me, you know, you can do this. And we did. We absolutely did it as a team. I know Omri, who's here on the call, is getting a free gift from the Spring Line product from me, because I encouraged her, instead of holding a show over, to make sure she put it in for February. And so I offered incentives. I offered sales, and we did it as a team, and we have some new team members that were able to put their shows in. So it's been an exciting time.
Awesome. Thank you. And yeah, that last minute 5 days to bust out a couple $1,000s is, but that's how promotions go. They are a crazy time, but they're fun, or it's fun when you get it. When you're in the middle of it, challenging, but we have a great support system here that tries to keep it fun. So I'm going to talk about some March specials. For all of our hosts this month, they get an extra $25 free when their party hits 200, which means that instead of our typical $20 free in one half price item and the 20% off of everything else, they're getting a minimum of 45 free, which is a great opportunity for them to rack up some more items that they want. Our guest special is, and I'm sorry that I'm not on my computer, so I can't just screen share these with you. The host special is they can choose one of 4 seasoning sets with a $75 purchase. 3 of those are rub sets, and then 1 is a vinegar. The sales promotion for us this month, when you hit $750 in sales, is that we get the new serving spatulas that are going to be part of our cancer promotion in May. So we're earning them this month. We get them next month to show off at our shows through April and May to encourage people to buy those, because when they do, or when they earn them in May, $1 will be donated for every spatula. And then our recruiting promo this month for new consultants is when they qualify with $12.50 in sales in their first 30 days, they will get a half off rebate on whatever kit they chose. So if they choose the 99 kit, they get a $49 rebate. If they choose the 159 kit, they get a $79 rebate. So those are some great enticements for people that maybe have been fence sitters, or they don't want to spend that much on the kit, which is already a great deal. But this is a great way to encourage them that this is a great time to join, and also to encourage them to become active right away and book a bunch of parties right away so that they can qualify and get that rebate back. Because who doesn't want $600 worth of stuff for $80? I mean, and those are our specials this month. The way that you find those is when you log into Consultants Corner, you tap on the promotions and recognition, and it will, you can select host, guest, sales, and recruiting. So that's just a quick way to find them. We also now have the promotions calendar, which can be found under that same promotions and recognition tab in Consultant Corner. All right, I'm going to hand it back to Troy.
Okay, I was actually just going to try and screen share my screen so that you could show that, but since we're moving on.
Oh, well, you can if you have it there.
Do you want to explain it again? So yeah, just go ahead. So you were talking about, oh, hang on, it didn't share. Let's try that again. Because this is really important, I think, especially since we have a lot of new consultants on the call. It's important for you guys to be able to see, like, it's really easy to access information, but sometimes it's helpful to have someone share. So here is our Pampered Chef homepage. And you were talking about finding the specials, is that?
Yeah, so you go to the promotions and recognition, and you can select the promotions calendar, which is just a great one-stop shop kind of thing. You can select it by month. And then if you're looking for specifically like a host special or a guest special, you can also look there on the left and select those, or the sales promotions or the recruiting promotion. And so they're really easy to find, and you can then select those by month. And so they're just it's a great little resource that we have. And when you go into, for example, the host or guest specials, yeah, if you'll pull one of those up. So here on the right side, there's resources like the flyer that you can print out. And so that's great to print out and have at a table if you're at a vendor event. I keep one with me at my shows so that I can have it sitting out at my checkout. So when someone's within like $25, I say, hey, you're only X amount of dollars away from a free gift. Is there anything else you were thinking of, you were looking at purchasing so that you can get this for free? And so a lot of times that will help upsell a little bit, and an extra $5, $10, $15 from 3 or 4 people at a party can really add up and bump your host over that next rewards level, which we all know a happy host means that she's going to talk really well about you and all the free stuff she got, which is great advertising. Also there on the right are some guest labels that you can print on mailing labels and attach those to your magazines if that's something that you want to do. I typically don't, but a lot of people do and they really like them. And then there's also Facebook cover and timeline images. So if you're doing a party or you just want to post something on your business page or your personal page, those are all great resources to have. And honestly, I go in on the first of the month and I download the latest update because we get to know 3 months in advance. So yeah, so I've already downloaded everything through May, and that way I know that I have it on hand if I need it anywhere when I'm out and about, because it's on my phone, and if I'm just talking to someone. And right now is maybe not a good time to host a party, but school lets out at the end of May, so let's think about doing it that week. I can go ahead and let them know what their guest and host specials are going to be.
Awesome.
So, now I'll hand it to Troy.
Okay. All right. So let me stop sharing my screen here. And let me find, oh, wow, I've opened a whole lot of new windows. So the window that I had open for my notes for this. Okay, here we go. No, that's not it. All right. So I have a question for you guys. Who here is interested in getting more bookings from their parties? Okay. Awesome. So we were just, someone just shared a new booking game with us. And this one it's kind of like an oldie but goodie. It's great to play when you're in a new circle of people. It's not going to be one that, the same people are going to want to play over and over again. It's also great to do at kickoff and starter shows. And it's called the Dice Game. And just so you know, I'm going to explain it to you and go through it with you. There's actually a video that we're going to post on the Bazaar Bullet Train that shows you an example of someone doing this at a Pampered Chef show. And all you need for the dice booking game is 1 pair of dice. And you can do, the little dice that come out of the Monopoly board set, or if you want to do big, if you have big foam or fuzzy dice, from an old car or from the dollar store or whatever, you can use those too. You need 11 envelopes that are numbered 2 through 12, and you don't have to take notes on this. We'll post this too. And what you're going to do is you're going to have 3 different options in those envelopes, and you're going to have 1 grand prize. And for a grand prize, usually you can, this is your business. You can choose to do it how you want. In the video, the lady talks about a $35 prize, but if that's, if that's bigger, if that's higher than you want to spend, I think people will get just as excited about a $20 prize that you let them know that you'll add to their order. And
Bust out a brownie pan.
brownie pans or toaster oven pans, piece of stoneware. Like, people absolutely go for that. So, and you can just say the grand prize is a brownie pan. You know, again, this is your business. These are different ideas. But just so you know that you're not actually paying $20 for it. When you add it, you're going to add it to the host's order so that you at least get 20 or 30% off. Plus, you're going to get commission on it. Okay, so that's how that works.
And don't forget to use the consultant gift payment option so that then you can claim it on your taxes as well.
That's important. And if you need help with that, ask your recruiter and we'll help make sure you know how to do that when you're entering the information on a party. Then you're going to have envelopes and I'm just, so number 2 is going to be your grand prize, because number 2 is the one that's the least likely to come up. And then for numbers 3, 4, 5, and 12, they're going to get win a prize. And so for win a prize, usually what we can do is have like a little gift basket of, you know, items like Season's Best and citrus peelers and spreaders and like just little things that you might give away at a party, not things that have to cost a lot. But when they win a prize, if they win a prize, then that's usually what you'll give them. And then in envelopes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, you'll get book a show. And so the way you play this, is, you know, you kind of start and you let people know that this game is optional to play, but you're going to win something every time for playing, you know. And if you know that you don't want to book a game, something that you're thinking about, or you know, the idea of getting together with a couple of people and doing a fun recipe like we did tonight is appealing to you, you know, this game may be up your alley. And the way the game works is you roll the dice and you get the envelope for the number you roll. So, so you kind of just, you know, and let them know that there's, you know, a grand prize. So, and then the other thing you want to make sure they know is that there's only one person per envelope. So if they roll a 7 and the next person rolls a 7, they got to roll again until they can get their own envelope. And so you say, you know, you hold up your envelopes and say inside each envelope is a prize. And in one envelope, it says grand prize, which is a brownie pan. And some of the envelopes say winner prize, which means you're going to be able to come up here and take a gift from my gift bag. And then the rest of the envelopes have the best prize in them. They say book a show. Now, the way this works is whichever envelope you get, you have to follow through. So if you get the grand prize, you're just going to have to get your brownie pan added to your order. I'm just going to make you take that brownie pan. And if you get win a prize, then you're just going to have to get off your seat, come up here, pick a gift out of my gift basket, and take a gift home with you because you won a prize. And if you get book a show, you get the best gifted of all, and you're just going to have to pick a date on your calendar where we're going to have a good time with all of your friends and make a delicious recipe, and I'm going to get to pamper you and fill your kitchen with pampered chef gifts. So when you do that, you want to like exude that kind of confidence. And, you know, just so you know, having a pampered chef party is really easy. And, you know, when you give me a guest list, I can send out invitations for you, and I'll make sure you have everything you need to contact your friends, and I'll give you something that you can send out as a text. And then you go to the first person and say, okay, are you going to pass or are you going to play? And you kind of want to start with someone that looks excited, because they're going to be people that are going to let you know that they definitely want to play. And I would also start with saying, do you want to pass or do you want to play? Because oftentimes people say the second one, no matter what that second choice is. Okay. And it's the same thing when you're booking dates. The date that you want to book in closest is the last one that you want to mention, because that's going to be oftentimes the one that people choose. Anyhow, so then you let them roll the dice and they take their envelopes and you tell them that they can't open it yet. We're all going to open them at the same time. We're going to open them after everybody who's playing needs to have their envelopes first. And after everybody who's going to play, and then you go to the next person. Are you going to pass or are you going to play? And then, so you do that until you go through everyone in the room. And you say, okay, then after everybody's played, you say, okay, I have a deal to make with you. And there are several different ways you can do it. In the video, the gal has just a little bag, and she says, if you know that you want to have a party and you're willing to book your party in the next 30 or 60 days, whenever you need your party on your calendar, you say, I have a party in a bag for you. It has your paper plates and cups and napkins and everything you need so that you don't have extra dishes to do on the night of your party. So if they know they want to do it, then someone will want that bag. And that's regardless of what's in their envelope. Okay. And so then you already know you have a booking. And then you let each person open up their envelope. And then you get to proceed from there and get really excited over each person no matter what they get. So that's just kind of like a little overview. But like I said, there's a video that actually walks you through it. But I just wanted you to kind of hear. This is something Claudia actually played it tonight. She got 3 bookings. Donna Landy shared that she just did this at a party and she got 6 bookings. So it can be a really exciting game when you're playing it in a new group of people. All right, and moving on to, whoops.
My turn.
Yeah, go ahead, Lori.
Okay, so that was the dice game, and then this is the envelope game. Although I always get them mixed up. When I saw envelope training, I thought, oh, I'm doing the other one. But anyways, that one's the dice one, although this one has less envelopes. So this one, you set up, well, it used to be 3 envelopes, but we're doing 4 now. You make up envelopes, and then there's a little script that you can print out for each one of the envelopes. And let me get, oh, there it is. There's that. And then there's different paychecks that you put in each of the envelopes. And so when you're doing either the ticket game or stealing hearts, at some point somebody's going to ask you, how much do you make? Or you're going to have somebody ask you, all right, I know you want to know how much I make, so you either give them a card or a ticket. And then that's when you say, okay, so, and you've already handed out the envelopes. You handed them out before the ticket activity. I always get it backwards, but you hand it out in the beginning before the ticket or before the hearts game. And you want the 4th envelope to go, it kind of goes in order. The 4th one is somebody you think really might join your team. And then it goes on down from there. But I mean, all of them you want to be team members. So anyways, when they say, how much do you make? You have them pull out the first envelope and you tell them to read what's on the envelope. So the first envelope says, Laura works full-time as a teacher and is a single mom of a 2-year-old. Her Pampered Chef business pays for her daughter's daycare. Open this envelope and share what she made in her very first month of business. 3 cooking shows, 1 catalog show, 2 online order. And then she'll pull out the check, and the check is, gosh, I need new glasses, $647.54. So then you say, that's, gosh, I don't have that's what you can make in a month. If you decide that you want to do this business, it's only 3 cooking shows, a catalog show. This is awesome. So then you have them pull out the second envelope, and let's see, here it is. And then they read what's on that. And it says, Lindsay works full-time and has 2 children. She recently graduated from college with both a bachelor's and master's degree. She started PC because her college loans of $900 per month were starting, and she needed the extra money to pay them off. Can you share what she made in January 2016? And that's 5 cooking shows, 1 catalog show, and 1 online order. And the total that she made was $1,052.12. And so what you ask them after each one is, what would you do with that extra money? What would you do with an extra $1,000 a month? And kind of wait until they answer, at least somebody answers. And just let them dream a little bit. I mean, each one of these is to kind of let them dream and kind of see what it would be like, you know, see the flexibility that we have in our business, and that we actually make real money. One of the lines that Claudia uses is, you know, this business may not be for everybody, but it's for everybody to give a try for 30 days. You know, the worst thing that happens is you get a great kit full of products that you already want anyways. The worst thing or the best thing that could happen is you find a part-time job with full-time income. So then you go on to the next envelope, and that's envelope number 3, and you have them read that, and it says, Claudia is a mother of 2 young children, and her husband is in the military. They moved back from Korea last January. Her first commission check of 2015 was $600. By the end of the year, she had built her business. Open this envelope and share what she made in November, less than 1 year after she relocated. 11 cooking shows, 4 freezer meal workshops, and 2 catalog parties. And so then you have them read it, and it's $4,651.53. And you ask, you know, can you imagine what you would do? What would this income do for you and your family? You know, how would you put this income to use if you could make this every month with the flexibility you have with Pampered Chef? And then you go to the 4th one. Let's see, do I have that one? Oh, there it is. Okay. And envelope number 4. So you have them read that, and that's Brandy's 34. She has 3 kids, 14, 12, and 6. She started Pampered Chef to earn income and still be able to stay at home with her kids. Because Pampered Chef now has a strong online presence, Brandy has chosen to do all of her parties through Facebook and online. Can you share what she made December 2015? And that was with 10 online shows. And she made $846.73. So that's definitely another way that you can, you know, market this business. Let them know, hey, you don't have to leave your home if you don't want to. You can be an online consultant. You can be a catalog consultant. You can do this business however you want to, because it's your business. If you want to work 2 nights a week, you can. If you want to work, you know, once a month or once every 6 months, it's up to you. It's completely your business, but you know, give it a try for 30 days and see how it works. So,
and guys, just to give you a visual on the envelopes, all of the information that they're reading is on the outside. So they're literally just reading. You're just giving them the information to read, but it's coming from their voice instead of yours.
Yes, which is, you know, she was saying that it's more impactful. We did it a different way before, where we would say all of the stuff, which is why I was kind of confused at first, because I haven't done this way, but yet. But I really like this. I really like the fact that it's the customers reading it. It's coming out of their mouths. Their friends are the ones who's reading the envelope. So it really is going to make much more of an impact than if I do it. And especially, like, sometimes they can't read the numbers or whatever when you open the check, and it's got the perfect wording on there. So I would definitely use that at your show. That really helps with, you know, getting people interested, along with, you know, Stealing Hearts. I know right now isn't Stealing Hearts, but some people do the ticket activity. But Stealing Hearts, I really like that one because it's fun, and they're, you know, asking questions, and you know, do that in addition to either the ticket or the Stealing Hearts game.
Are the checks, are we still putting the checks inside the envelopes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So they read what's on the outside, and then the check is on the inside. And that's where it says, you know, open it up and find out what she made. So then you open it up, you pull out the check, and it's, you know, it's one of our checks.
Okay.
So, and it's got their name on it. And it also has on the inside on the check how many cooking shows, how many online shows, and, you know, all the same information written on there and whose check it was.
Okay.
So. Any other questions? All right. Back to Liz.
There we go. So I just have a few quick announcements, and then we'll stop recording. And if there's any questions, we can answer those. And people that need to go get kids in bed or something like that can do that. Claudia posted a really great video on how we are the fastest growing team in Pampered Chef right now. And how we're doing that is, people are making that decision to become team leaders, directors, advanced directors, senior and above. And so I would love and really encourage that you watch the video on the team page. If you have a question about where to find that, let your recruiter or director know, and we'll tag you. Our next virtual meeting will be April 5th. And so we'll be getting that event set up and the link out probably a week or two prior. The Next Stop Director program, if you haven't heard of it yet, is just a place for people that are thinking about taking that next step and making this a career, or they just want to increase their income, or they really like working with a team of their own. If you have any questions about becoming a director or that kind of thing, this is a great place to go and just let your recruiter know, and we'll shoot you an invite and get you in there. We share some resources, people ask questions, and bring up things that maybe you hadn't thought about or didn't realize some of the benefits. And we also share our successes and our challenges. So you're not in the boat alone, because we all have them. And then our new consultant hotline happens every week. The next one is, I believe, Tuesday evening, and I'm running that. So we will get that link up probably on Sunday for you guys. And that's open to anyone that is within their first 90 days, so that you can come and ask questions with one of the directors every week. And of course, if you have questions that need to be answered between then, you can certainly contact your recruiter or any one of us, or post on the Bazaar page, because no one's available 24/7, right? But yeah, so that's a great resource as well. And actually immediately following the new consultant hotline, we have a hotline for those people that are participating in the director program. And so we'll get that link up as well for you. And I think that's it.
All right, guys, it's 9:01. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm going to stop the recording, and then anyone who has questions, you can feel free to unmute.